Representative? Pretty good, how are you?
Good, are we doing this before you go? Oh, okay, sure. Sorry, I didn't mean to turn my back on you guys.
Oh, no,
Came
you're
right
fine,
in the way,
you're
then you
fine.
turned my back on you. How rude is that?
I'm going to say that you're excited to be in Springfield for the debate.
Oh, okay, yeah. It's
We're
great
to see
to
Bernie
be.
later, actually.
I know. We're like seeing each other
It's
every
a
week
regular
or so
thing.
now, right? It's good to be
Thank you so
back,
much.
and it's
Appreciate
great
that.
to be back in Springfield. I'm really excited for tonight's debate. I've been waiting a long time to debate Mark Kirk, and I'm glad I'm finally going to get to do it.
Your opponent is about to have a news conference with some whistleblowers and the lawsuit pending from.
Is he really? Kind of Trump levels of desperation, don't you think? Please. Look, I'm here to talk to vets, and I'm here to talk about the work that we need to do for manufacturing in this state and the jobs that need to come here and the relief kids need for their college education. I'm going to focus on the issues.
How have you been preparing for the debate?
Well, by traveling the state and making sure that I listen to people all across Illinois, making sure that I take into account the issues that they're facing, such as the lack of jobs in so many parts of the state, the fact that they're having challenges with college affordability, and bottom line, that we need to start making investments statewide, not just in Chicago, to make sure that we improve the lives of working Americans all across Illinois and all across this country.
These are the 4 women he's going to have that are in 2 ads. 2 from Heinz VA, 2 from the Southern Illinois lawsuit. They basically say you didn't listen to concerns and told them either to be quiet or that that's just the way the VA works. Accurate, inaccurate, how would you say?
Well, look, you can just look at the facts. I'm the one who actually called for the Inspector General's report.
On
Heinz,
on
at Heinz, and I'm actually the person who, when that was inadequate, requested another inspection. I go to Heinz for my own health care, just like other veterans. It's funny that Senator Kirk is such a big critic of Heinz, and yet he doesn't go there for care. I go there every single time I need my health care, and I go through what my veterans go through. As I've always said, veterans are my life's work, and it's something I will be working on every single day. And he can play games and take pages out of Donald Trump's playbook all he wants, but I'm really going to focus on the issue. The people of Illinois deserve better. They deserve to know what their senator is going to do when it comes to issues of bringing jobs and manufacturing into the local economy. What are we going to do to make college more affordable? What are we going to do to fight for renewable energy investments and transportation investments in this state? And of course, to further the work that I have always been doing on veterans issues, whether it is mental health care for veterans, making sure we increase outreach for female veterans, and of course the scourge of veterans homelessness, which is something we have to work on every single day.
There's also some new WikiLeaks stuff, which involves Bill Clinton. Apparently, at least some people talking about him getting paid millions of dollars from the same companies that were donating. Any worries that you have, because you continue to be a Hillary Clinton supporter, if I'm correct?
Well, I just voted for Hillary Clinton yesterday when I early voted. No, I have no worries. I'm confident that we will win this election based on the issues, and that the people of Illinois will vote for me because I am going to fight for them in the Senate every single day, as opposed to being an absentee senator like the one that they have now.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Thank you so much for coming out. I really appreciate it. I know some of you came out on short notice, but I'm absolutely grateful. We have a debate tonight, so looking forward to going to that. And it's good to be back in town. And I would love. So we have here American Legion folks from. Which American Legion post?
809.
809?
Yes.
Excellent, thank you.
So we have a really good cross-section of community when you talk about vets. We have some older veterans, then we have Eric Moore, who is a Vietnam era veteran that is post 809, and then Bill Branham, who's
Hi, Bill.
in the doorway. He is
Good to
a
see
past
you.
commander.
Yes, I knew Bill when he was a commander.
Yeah, 809. And then we have James Wheeler, who is in the National Guard and attending college in Springfield. So we have from young to old and everything in between.
Excellent.
And everyone's represented. We have Navy veterans as well as Army and up and down the spectrum. So we're just excited to come and get a chance to hear from you about, you know, your plans and what you see happening with regard to veterans, because we know your history and we're very proud of you and what you have done in your career, and we know that you're going to take that same stamina and hard work ethic to this United States Senate.
Thank you. Thank you. So, well, what I'd like to work on in the Senate is some of the stuff that we started in the House, and we haven't taken it to the extent that I wanted to. The Troop Talent Act is something where I passed portions of that in the House. And what that started off with was so many of our vets, before they leave the service, never get the civilian certifications for the jobs that they get in the military that you're trained for. And when you come to the civilian world, you don't have that. You don't have the certificate. So, for example, to this, Army medics don't come out with an EMT license. And yet they're doing battlefield medicine, and those of you who were in Vietnam, you know, they're doing combat battlefield medicine. They're like physician's assistants, but they come out of the service and they don't have an EMT license. And if they want to go be an EMT, they actually have to use their GI Bill for that instead of saving it for college. And then they go to try to get a job, and they're shown as having 0 years of experience as an EMT. Yet they were doing, you know, 3 rotations, 3 tours of duties with on that license. So I passed portions of the Troop Talent Act that would require the DoD to provide our vets with the civilian skill certifications for the job. So what also got me thinking about this was my husband was there with a transportation company, and he had all these guys who drove Army tractor trailers between Kuwait and Iraq. And they drove hundreds of thousands of miles over the road. And they came home, none of them had a CDL license. They had the Army license, but they didn't have a CDL license. And when they try to go get a job at Walmart or a trucking company, they're like, you have no experience. They're like, wait, I drove 300,000 miles when I was getting shot at. And I fixed my truck on the side of the road where the bad guys were trying to kill me. And I have no experience? I think I can handle 55. Thank you very much.